Good evening, everybody. This is Victor Kilo 4, Golf Romeo Bravo, Gary in Faryiryland. It's just gone 19:30 hours, 7:30 p.m., 09:30 UTC. It is Wednesday night, so it's another VK4BAD bad net for the Bunya Mountains and District Amateur Radio Club's Wednesday night net. This net is held every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. 09:30 UTC or 19:30 hours local. Okay, this is VK4 Golf Romeo Bravo. I'll now change my call sign to the club call of VK4 Bravo Alpha Delta for the Bunya Mountains and District Amateur Radio Club. This is Victor Kilo 4, Bravo Alpha Delta. Now listening for any call-ins, VK4BAD.
K4 Mike Echo affirmative. 4 HLR. FAX.
Good evening, HOO.
K4 Echo Mike.
Okay, we had a good run that time there. Good evening to all. We have, excuse the microphone noise in the background. That's for the people who are watching it via the live stream. This is, we've got VK4 Mike Echo, Eric, VK4 HLR Russell, VK4 FAX Don, VK4 HOO Andy, good evening to you. It's been a little while. VK4 Echo Mike Merv. Is there anyone else who wants to join the VK4BAD badnet? VK4BAD listening?
VK4JRA.
Okay, we've got VK4JRA. Jake. Okay. Anyone else wants to call in? VK4BAD? Okay, no one else has called in at the moment, but we've got a beautiful one tonight. 6 others besides myself. We've got VK4 Mike Echo Eric in Maidensville. Yeah, I think that's it. VK4 Hotel Lima Romeo. Russell in Wandai. VK4 FAX Don in Drayton. VK4 HOO Andy in Toowoomba. VK4 Echo Mike in Pittsworth. I hope I got that name right too. And VK4 JRA Jake in Dolby. Okay, the current temperature here at the moment is just waiting for it to flick over. Is 11.6 degrees outside, 93% humidity, 0 wind speed. We had a couple of sparrows floating overhead today and dropped a little bit of moisture, but not much to say in the rain gauge. Okay, VK4, Mike Echo. Over to you there, Eric, and you pass it on to Russell. Russell passes on to Don. Don passes on to Andy. Andy passes on to Merv, and Merv passes on to Jake. That's the running position at the moment. VK4 Mike Echo Echo VK4BAD.
Hey, Roger, thanks very much there, Gary, there, and thanks for running the net there, and g'day to everybody. Good to hear from you. And, I don't have much to say most of the time, but I bought this little fiddling QRT radio, quad frequencies there. I think it runs from VHF 136 200 and 480 to, I don't know, 380 or something. I can't read it. But anyway, 25 watt little thing there. And I've got it tuned up for 70 and 2 metres on the local band, on, my club band. I don't move off of the club band. I got no interest in going anywhere else. If you want to contact me, I'm always on the club band. And it's a little KT 7900D. And it also goes on, I've got a program for 477 4000, which is the call channel on 40 UHF, the truckies channel. I give it a thumbs up. I transmitted a bit there, and for a while with Russell, and he told me he had good audio and everything there. $133, mate. Well, for $133, you could buy, 5 of what Yasu and that wants. So, I ask you the same question. Why would you buy Yasu when the audio and everything is good on one of these little handhelds? Like, the thing fits in my hand. Like, why would you bother? I just ask you that question. I'm telling you what, Yasu and ICOM and all them Kenwood and all them boys are going to get a big shake-up in the amateur radio world there, over.
You put that over to me, Eric. Yeah, no, nothing much this way either. We did after rain this morning, not much. And then the sun come out. And, what's going on here? All right, and,
You may need to turn the 70 off there, Russell.
now it was coming through the other radio for some reason. I got it up on the same frequency. I could have just switched it. But, when I went out and looked at the grass was too wet. It really clogged up the mower. But, yeah, it was a little bit warmer today. But, I can tell now that the temperature's dropping because it's getting cold inside. But there you go. I suppose that's the winter for us. But other than that, I haven't done much today. Done my housework and everything else, and that was about it. Chatting to Eric on the radio and saying a few tests. But that's about all I got to say. So with that, VK4, well, FAX Don, good evening, mate, and all the rest of the crew and Merv. I would turn it over to you there, VK4 FAX, VK4 HLR, over to you.
VK4 HLR, thanks Russell. VK4 FAX, here. Yeah, thanks Gary for running the net this evening, and it's a little bit coolish here. I think it's around the 10 degrees or something. Pretty good in here with the aircon going though. Not a lot else to report there. The weather was overcast, the odd bit of a shower, nothing to make you really wet. Take the umbrella with you. But I haven't measured what we got overnight, but we were up to 18.5, I think, yesterday. I'm guessing we probably got a similar amount
last night, just during the day and last night. I was going to mention something else. It might come back to me on the next round. VK4HOO with the group VK4FAX. Good to hear there, Andy.
And thank you, Don, and good evening, guys. Yeah, I thought I'll pop out here. I only do the one. Hello, and yeah, just gets a bit cool out here in the corner in the garage. I'll have to set up a heater. I know it's simple to do that, then I'll be right. But yeah, today, yeah, have a Grand Central, so we went along there, and you know, generally it's not too bad. The school holidays, it's just a lot of noise. But yeah, she got what she wanted. That's the main thing. All's going well this way, and yeah, Eric's his radio. I have to Google it, have a look at it. Well, I'm on the Klongshan, the $32 Klongshan UV5K, and yeah, I think they're unbeatable. I know one that's come off the back tray of a ute and smashed along the ground, and it's still working fine. And the battery didn't even fall out of it, which is generally the first thing that happens when you drop a handheld. So yeah, there you go. But, yeah, I'll stay until you come back there, and then I'll wander off and pop back inside with Heather. Merv, g'day to you, my friend. Trust all's well, and Denise as well. VK4 and Mike, VK4HOO.
Yeah, okay, Andy, roger that. Thank you very much indeed. VK4HOO in the group, VK4 Echo Mike. Great to hear you all in there tonight. And the temperature here is about the same, probably about 11 degrees by the look of it. And so far we've had 25 mil. And yeah, I'm just watching 80 metres at the present time. Last night, late, there was a good opening on 80 metres with FT8, that is, digital mode. And I think I worked about 16 or to 20 stations out of Australia anyway. Okay, and tonight there's been a few stations there, but only one station that was workable, and that was Alaska. So I was able to have Alaska in the log. And there's been a few others since there, but I'm not making it there tonight like I was last night. Okay, yeah, everything here is going along as per normal. I got a bit of hay fever and a bit hoarse in the throat, that sort of stuff, you know. But can't do too much about it. It's a problem I've had all my life. a glitch in the metal sheath. All right. I'm going to only stay to one round two, Gary. Thanks for running the net tonight. Great to hear you, as I said. And I want to get in and jump in the shower and have a nice hot shower for about a half an hour and warm up. So we'll catch us all before too long. VK4GRA and the group. VK4 Echo Mike will be listening. Cheers.
Yeah, thanks, Merv. VK4 Echo Mike. This is VK4GRA. You're close there, mate. So, anyway, it's the thought that counts. So, yeah, have a nice, long, hot shower. Wish I could. My hot water system runs out of water after about 10 minutes. So, it's probably going to find itself replaced with a nice gas instantaneous one rather than a gas storage. So, anyway, all good. I think it's half filled up with crap is its reason. So, anyway, yeah, not a lot's going on in the radio world here with me. Still just playing with a couple of repeaters and things like that. So, yeah, those radios are cheap, handhelds. They're alright. They have a purpose, and they're good for that. So, but yeah, commercial will always be premium price, but they can do a hell of a lot more. But for the amateur world, commercial is very much overkill, like Motorola, Tate, and all of that. They're good, but yeah, they can do a hell of a lot more than just analog, that's for sure. So I think in amateur radio there's going to be a place for digital and all of that as time progresses, especially if they want to keep their allocations in the bands and not lose them to, I suppose, higher paying commercial customers. So anyway, we're starting to see some of that with VK-DMR and DMR Mark and all of that, but it's all predominantly UHF. So yeah, anyway, you've had a nice little roll up there, Gary. So I've reprogrammed this handheld, so hopefully I'm a little bit clearer tonight than I have been previously. So, all right, back to you, Gary. I'll keep it short on the first round. VK4BAD, VK4GRB in the group.
VK4GRB and group VK4 Bravo Alpha Delta for the Bunya Mountains and District Amateur Radio Club. Before I keep going, is there anyone else who wants to join the net? VK4BAD? Okay, nothing heard on that one. Okay, this is just a reminder that the Bunya Mountains and District Amateur Radio Club will be having their quarterly meeting in August on the second Saturday of August. I think it's the 10th. Excuse me if I'm wrong on that date. I'm just running off memory, and I'm not too sure, but I think it's the 10th. But it's the second Saturday in August. The VK4RET linking system, for what I've been listening to from last week, and Jake could probably fill us in a bit more on it, is that we're still waiting on one antenna, and the linking radio is under test conditions at the moment at Jake's QDH, and hopefully within this month it should be up. But Jake will indulge us on a bit more on that one there on the next round. Okay, so we're going to have a couple who are going to be off there. So VK4 HOO and VK4 Echo Mike won't be doing the return trip. On my side of things here, VK4RET wires X on the 70 centimeters will fire up sometime during this week. I've been doing some off-air testing myself this way with been set in a dummy load, so it actually is not it's transmitting locally, but not onto the net at the moment. VK4RET 2 meter standby. VK4RET 2 meter Echo Link system will also fire up sometime this week as well. At the moment, their VK4RET 2 meter Echo Link is on a temporary antenna. so I can't really. There will be a bit of noise on the signal because it's set up as a temporary system at the moment. I've got to put it. I've got to do a few changes here. I've got to change my my Diamond X700, take it off the mast, put me Diamond X7000 on, which is a tri-band. That's for the main station here. And put the Diamond X700 up on the mast up at the repeater shed, and take the F23 off the mast up there, and put the Diamond X700 up as the RET 2 meter and RET 70 centimeter then will share one antenna, and it will be operating both. That is for the Wires X and the Echo Link. I will inform you on the nodes. For the ones who have been on the Echo Link, on the Wires X system, it is the same node as previously. So that's oh, gee, cruggies. I've got to have a look back at it. My apologies. I can't remember it offhand. Because I've got two nodes going, and trying to remember each one is a standby. Okay. Is there another station there? VK4BAD. Nope, I'm getting a bit of chop. Oh, okay. And I just lost my main camera. VK4 I'll get to that camera shortly. VK4 oh, I see why. And then switch that one on. Right, okay. VK4 Mike Echo Echo. Over to you there. Eric, and I'll and you throw it back there. Sorry, I'm a bit confused at the moment. I was just trying to figure out what's happened to the my main camera, and I realised I didn't have one item switched on. Okay, VK4 Mike Echo Echo, VK4BAD for the second round.
Yeah, roger there, Gary. To be quite honest, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. And if Wires X is like, what did they say? Something about BD or I don't know. Oh no, FT8 or something. If that's all computerised, I'm not interested. I tried Wires X and all that. You know, you might as well just dial up and talk to people on Facebook or the computer. You know, why use a radio? I'm an old school mate there with HF and all that. That's the way I go. And I'm not interested. I tried Wires X and all that. As you know, Gary, I tried it all. and I've got no idea what the hell you're talking about tonight, Gary, but anyway, this is my last, and I'll catch you all later. VK4HLR, VK4 Mike Echo Echo. Hooroo, everybody, and over to you there, Russell, over.
VK4 Mike Echo Echo, VK4HLR returning with the group. Yeah, that's all right, mate. I'll probably catch you in the morning, because when I finish, I'm going to dive in the shower. I would have been in there by now if you hadn't been waiting back at me in. But I think it's my calendar here, the second Saturday in August, I think it is the 10th, yeah. I've got it on my diary down here. So, yeah. So, hopefully, because I need a few L's going with my radio. So I haven't heard from him yet. So, I think it's Al. Oh, no, he was nice to him. So, anyway, yeah. So, we're not going to do much. Except for trying to get a bit of work done outside the house. But this weather is a real pain in the backside. Because it starts up and it starts raining and you've got to put everything away. And then by the time you put it away, it stops raining. Then it's too wet to do anything. But I got some nasty big weeds in the garden, so I might have to get a couple of litres of diesel and pour that on them. Hopefully it might burn them out. But, yeah. So with that, I'm going to say thanks for the net. They're Gary, and we'll catch you again later. So with that, I'll say 73 to the group and pass it over to FAX. Don, your turn, Don. Go ahead.
VK4HLR. Thanks, Russell, and good night to you and Eric, and I think good night to Andy and Merv as well. Yeah, FAX returning to the group. Be interesting to see when you get that other link up and running there with the antenna, Jake, and we'll obviously get an update on that at the next meeting anyway. Yeah, I'll have to rustle up Bob and give him the heads up about the meeting, and I'm hoping I'm not tied up with playing pennants. It's probably a fair chance of the pennants of starting, I think, in late 27th of July. Doesn't sound good. Anyway, we'll jump that hurdle when we get to it. We'll find out. Okay, it'll make 3 in a row that I've missed if that's the case. That's not good. Yeah, not much else to report. I'll say good night to everyone as well, and I'll hand it on to Jake, unless Andy or Bob are still there. VK4GRB.
Yeah, alright, thanks Don. I left a bit of a break in case either of those guys decided to come back in, but doesn't sound like it. I'll just break to make sure I'm not doubling. Alright, it sounds all good. So, yeah, so just to give a bit of an update for you, Gary, and for the rest of the guys here. Yeah, the next repeater that we're putting in, which will be linked to this one that we're on tonight, I'm going away in a couple of weeks, for a couple of weeks, so I'm hopefully trying to get it done before then. We're still waiting on an antenna and a few other bits and pieces to put in or up the tower at the same time at the new site while we're up there. So once they arrive from the other parties, we can get stuck into putting it in. But currently it's testing here in Dolby. That's what I'm using at the moment, and it's shooting up to the bunyas on the Yagi. So yeah, hopefully within the next 3 weeks. That's my sort of timeline. But apart from that, it all seems to be going well. So, yeah, if you've got any complaints or recommendations or anything like that, happy to take them. The only restraint of this system is it's got a 4-minute timeout instead of 5. So, a lot of the tape radios, they don't like going out, well, they won't go out to 5 minutes. They'll go to 4 minutes and that's it. Otherwise, we have to disable the timeout timer, and we don't really want to do that in case something gets locked open and burns itself out. So, yeah, anyway, that's pretty well the rundown of it. Hopefully within 3 weeks from sort of this stage of time. So, we'll keep you all posted. And, yes, Gary, the meeting is on the 10th of August. That's the second Saturday in August. So, yeah, at the normal spot at 10 o'clock. So, as per normal. All right, yeah, I'll say good evening to everyone and I'll listen to the end. VK4BAD, VK4GRB.
VK4 JRA, VK4BAD. Before I close off the net, is there anyone else want to call in and say hello, goodbye before we close the net? VK4BAD. Okay, with that one there, I do have a next time we're up on the hill, we'll have to transfer back down to 3 minutes on the timers there, Jake, because the Echo Link and the Wires X systems have 3-minute timers and I can't alter those. So we might have to go down to 3 minutes on the timer. I know 3 minutes ain't long enough for some of us, including myself, but my main radio here is set for 3 minutes as well. For that reason, for the Wires X and the Echo Link. Okay, other than that, as you see, fellas, I do have my camera back up and running. So I got that up and running while the rest of the guys were having a bit of a talk. And of course, for anyone who's got an analog system, which the Wires X and Echo Link, all you got to do is put in the codes, and they will go in with your DTMF microphone. That's all you require is a DTM microphone, and you get access the 2 units. I will post the DTMF tones. Correction, I will post the DTMF. Yeah, it is the DTMF tones for the nodes. They are worldwide, and so wherever you want to go, you can go. Myself, I've been running Wires X for a number of years now. This repeat, or 70 centimeters, did have Wires X on it and operating for a number of months. And the standby. And the VK4RET Echo Link node, I have got that up and running. So it's going to make an appearance on 2 meters. It's been a couple of years at least that the Wires X node was was last on the 2 meters. So so it's making an appearance on there. So that means both repeaters will have a gateway to the world, and vice versa. Hopefully that will give these repeaters a bit more talking time on them, as it will be open to the world. I do ask everybody, don't look at digital as bad. I run digital stuff and all that. The more bands we could occupy, the better off we are, and the more we utilise the bands, the better off we are too. The old saying is, if you don't use it, you will lose it. And I see that some of the guys are running up on the 1.2 gig, the 1.2 gig band. They've been pretty well active there the last couple weekends, and that's why I want to actually do the swap over and put the tri-band on my main antenna instead of the dual band which I've got. Then I could actually hop on the 1.2 gig band and talk to those guys as well. Because, as I said, if we don't use it, we lose it. And I've got to be honest, our repeater is not being used that much. Wednesday nights is about the main, for what I've been listening to, is the main time that 2 meters here is getting used. And 8 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe sometimes in lunchtime on the 70 centimeters gets used. But that's all what these repeaters are doing at the moment. That's why I'm bringing in the digital gateways, is to actually make them more open. Stand by. Make them more open for others to come in, not from our area, and it does open up our repeater to the world. And it's not costing anybody anything. It's a little bit of extra on my side, but that's what we're all here for. We put our little bits in, and share with the rest of the amateur community. My like tonight's episode of the net is also being live streamed on YouTube on Dippy TV. There's 8 other people who were watching it last week. I'll find out later how many people have watched it this episode. So everybody who's on YouTube, welcome, and I'll now close the net. But that's what the digital stuff does. Yes, it's utilising a computer, but you're using RF to get into it. Everybody says, "Oh, I don't like doing that." It's a waste of time because you're using RF to get into the repeater. It's a digital link. It'll get you there. That's the same as Peanut. When I'm operating Peanut, Peanut is a digital link as well. But you got to use RF to get onto it. You know, so there is RF involved. It's only that you're enhancing with the internet. It's free to use. So I ask all to utilise it. I know Eric uses it, even though he says he doesn't like Wires X, but he uses it. He's got the 400, and it's connected to his computer. And he has a node. but it's not sophisticated as what mine is. But it could do the same thing. Anyway, with that lot there, this is VK4 Bravo Alpha Delta for the Bunya Mountains and District Amateur Radio Club. I'll get off my standby. I'll get off my high horse of the digital stuff, but it's good. Some people might not like it, but all they got to do is talk on their radio. I'm doing the rest of the stuff. VK4, anyway, this is VK4BAD for the Bunya Mountains District Amateur Radio Club. We hold this net every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m, 0930 UTC and 1930 hours local time. This is VK4 Bravo Alpha Delta. I'll now change back to my home call of VK4 Golf Romeo Bravo, Gary in Faryiryland. And I'll now leave the frequency open for general traffic. Until the same time next week, we'll catch us all again later. This is VK4 Golf Romeo Bravo out.